Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday to the Monday Morning Breathwork crew. We've got another exciting edition of Monday Morning Breathwork for you all. As always, I am Anthony here from Recal, the founder of Recal. A little bit about me, I'm a breathwork coach and a certified Wim Hof method instructor, and I am working on my Oxygen Advantage instructor training, and also I've got some transformational travel experience as well. And this morning's edition of Monday Morning Breathwork is going to be even more special than usual. We have a guest, Brittany Lillegard, with us this morning. Hi, Brittany.
Hello.
Brittany is a very special human being. Recal, we work with her in a couple of different ways, but just a real quick background on Brittany. She's a yoga and meditation teacher. She also happens to be a Wim Hof method instructor as well, doing workshops all across the country. She's on the move quite often. She is also a certified coach at the Microdosing Institute. Um, and a little bit of background. Over a decade ago, Brittany started exploring the benefits of meditation and breathwork as a way to recover from an intense burnout and severe depression, and to better integrate the profound lessons from her practice and the mindfulness exploration that she was doing, which includes breathwork, meditation, and some other personal development practices. All of those things have allowed her to healthily explore, express, and release emotions, including anger and grief and sadness. And she says, as a result, she's gained a lot more stability and a deep connection with her intuition and a robust immune system along the way. Um, and all these things she's excited to share with us, at least in part this morning. So we are thrilled to have you here with us, Brittany.
Thank you, Anthony. I'm super excited to be here, and sharing the power and the gift of breath is one of my favorite things in the entire world. So I really appreciate the space to do that with your community.
Absolutely love that. And you'll have additional space to be able to do that as well on one of our upcoming trips. You will be leading the backpacking trip in the Hoh Rainforest in Olympic National Park.
That is correct, and I am so very excited. I'm actually currently in the Smoky Mountains right now, just surrounded by trees.
Mm,
And I just got here yesterday, and I'm always, always, always amazed at how amplified our practices are when we're surrounded by nature. So
mm.
I'm really excited to um, connect a group with the power of not just our breath, but also the power of being immersed in deep nature and surrounded by trees. I'm really excited.
Yes, definitely. I think, yeah, and we were having a conversation just the other day, and in fact, we're going to be having another one pretty soon, I think, on your Instagram live about the 3-day effect, and a lot of the research based information about the recalibrative, if I can use that word, everybody, recalibrative nature of nature itself and what that can do for us in our stress levels and our blood pressure and in our mind and our unlocking creativity and all these cool things. So
Yeah, it's
you're
pretty
you're
cool.
living that in the Smoky Mountains right now.
Doing my best.
Yes, love that. Good. So it's we are at 7:15 Eastern time, 6:15 Central. um, we can more or less, we could probably start to roll into kind of the breathwork session if you'd like to. We did the introduction. I'm not sure that there's much more to go through. The trip that you are running, it is what date exactly? I want to make sure that everybody knows that the one that you're coaching, it's June 18th to 21st, right?
That is correct. In the Hoh
Yeah.
Rainforest, which for those who aren't familiar with where that is, it's in Olympic National Park in Washington State. So really quick and easy flight to Seattle from wherever you're at. And really, really, really stunning area of the US.
Mhm. Awesome. And also might as well share as well some of the other things that you've got going on, other workshops, Wim Hof method related things. You're going to be you're on the road often, so maybe what are another one or two places that you'll be and things you'll be doing?
Yeah. So for those who aren't aware, I live in my van full time, traveling around the country teaching and leading workshops, mostly Wim Hof workshops. So I am currently on my way to Chicago. My next set of workshops are June 4th or June 5th, and they are actually 1 day Wim Hof retreats. So you get a fundamentals workshop. You learn everything about the breath work, the cold exposure mindset. But because I'm extending it to a full day, we also have plenty of space for movements, reflection, learning how to actually start a practice at home. And yeah, everyone's going to be really spoiled. I got some really nice gift bags, and there'll be some really delicious food. And of course, with all Wim Hof workshops, lots of time for community and connection. So that's my next set of workshops. A few other things on the books, but nothing officially solidified just yet.
Cool. Love it. Love it. Love it. So that'll be Chicago. And I actually think there's a few people on here that are in the Chicago area. So yeah, maybe they'll join. So cool. Well, we can get started. I will pass over the entire platform to you at this point. So I'll turn off my video. I'll be just, yet another attendee here, just doing the breath work that you'll lead us through actually. So I can't wait. And I'm again so grateful that you're here to lead us through this session. So with
Yeah,
that,
so much.
it's all yours. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. So to start, we're actually going to start with the gentle meditation. And then we'll finish with a few different breathwork techniques to both help ourselves recenter, recalibrate, but then also energize as we step into this week. So, wherever you're at, I invite you to find a comfortable seated position. And this first part, actually, you are also welcome to do from a lying down position if that's more supportive and comfortable for you. It's just taking a moment, making any adjustments to your posture, your position, and maybe if you're struggling to wake up this morning, maybe you even want to take a few moments to just stretch your arms overhead, maybe take a big yawn. Maybe even stretching your arms out to the side, rolling your shoulders. And after you've let out any of those gentle movements that your body might have been craving, slowly finding stillness, either in your seated position or lying down. And we'll take one deep inhalation together, all the way down into your belly. We'll exhale with a big sigh. From here, I invite you to gently allow your lips to close. And for the first few minutes here together, we're not actually going to guide our breath at all. We're just going to spend some time listening to our breath, understanding the gentle messages that it gives us on a regular basis. Maybe even identifying a few things today that you might need to bring into your week to feel as supported and comfortable as possible. So, taking a moment here and seeing if you can find your breath wherever it's most present in your body. Again, we're not going to guide the breath just yet. And as I talk about the breath, you may find that you have the urge to deepen your inhale, to deepen your exhales. But if possible, see if you can just let your breath be. See if you can just let your breath do what it naturally wants to do. And once you've found your breath in your body, wherever it is most present for you, and maybe for you that is in your nostrils or on your upper lip, maybe it's in the back of your throat or in your chest or belly. Maybe it's somewhere else altogether. Wherever it's most present for you today, I invite you to start to bring your attention, your focus to this part of your body. And as you continue to breathe, starting to notice how this part of your body changes as you inhale and exhale. Perhaps the sensations, the temperature in this body, this part of your body shifts with every breath in and every breath out. Maybe this part of your body has some gentle movement with every breath. Maybe it rises as you inhale and softens as you exhale, or maybe it does the opposite. And as we continue to get curious here, avoiding any judging mind, not over analyzing it, not overthinking why your breath is doing what it's doing, just starting to notice, bringing a sense of curiosity and maybe even playfulness into this experience. And as you continue to observe your breath in this part of your body, gently start to notice if your inhale is longer than your exhale or vice versa. Perhaps even noticing if you take a small pause in between the inhale and exhale, or maybe you take a small pause between the exhale and inhale. And honoring that there's no right answer for this exercise. What we're doing is simply connecting with and listening to the little messages that our breath is giving us this morning. And staying connected with your breath with this observer's mindset. I invite you to start to notice any other qualities that your breath is bringing to you today. Perhaps there's a color associated with your breath this morning. Perhaps there are some other adjectives that come to mind. Maybe your breath feels velvety or sharp. Maybe it feels soft or hard. Maybe it feels sporadic or smooth. Perhaps it's so gentle you barely notice it. Whatever it is, just slowly see if you can have a little play this morning as you start to describe your own breath to yourself. Knowing that there are no boundaries for what our breath has to offer us. There are no limitations on the words that we can use to describe the experience that we're feeling right now. And we'll take just a few more moments here, connected with this curious mindset. And as you start to become more aware, more observant of your breath, see if you can start to notice any gentle whispers, any gentle messages. Perhaps your breath is telling you that you need to invite in a certain intention for this week. Perhaps your breath is inviting you to slow down or to speed up. Whatever it is, see if you can just honor listening with more open ears. And if your mind starts to wander, if there are any distractions popping up, any ruminating thoughts coming in, any noises from other rooms, just gently guide your attention, your observations, your curiosity back to your breath. Appreciating how our breath is always a stable, grounding force for us, always there when we need it. And very softly and gently, we're going to start to guide our breath a bit deeper into our body. So, starting to lengthen and deepen your inhalations, pulling them all the way down into your belly. Maybe even once again, exhaling with a few sighs. And as you continue to deepen your breath, if you're finding that your body is requesting any gentle movements again, I invite you to find those in your body. Perhaps taking some gentle circles in your wrists or your ankles. As you deepen your breath, maybe lengthening your spine, or maybe once again interlacing your fingers, reaching them overhead or out in front of you. Maybe even bringing your arms out to the side or giving yourself a nice big hug. And any movements, no matter how big or how small, slowly start to bring some life back into your body and back into your breath as you continue to deepen your inhalations, bringing them all the way into your belly. And continuing to exhale with a sigh if that feels comfortable and supported for you. And when you're ready, if you are lying down, you can slowly start to make your way up to a seated position. And if you're in a seated position already, you can gently start to make those movements smaller. Maybe blinking your eyes open if you closed them to fall a bit inward during that exercise. I'll give you all just a few more moments here to come back into the space, to find a comfortable seated position. So now we're going to move into some yawning. So as I say this, you might even find yourself yawning. And I know this might feel a little counterintuitive as we're starting to wake up. The act of yawning can be really wonderful for resetting our nervous system. So not feeling ashamed or weird or strange here, just allow those yawns to come. And as you continue to yawn, as you can see, I'm not holding anything back, allowing any of those nice big sounds to come out of your body. If you feel the urge to really move your body with that yawn. And if you're struggling to yawn, just even opening your mouth into that sensation will allow you to slowly give in to that urge. And as soon as that urge takes over, allow that yawn to extend and expand into your body in any way that it wants to. Maybe even shaking your body a little bit. You'll probably find that those yawns naturally get a bit smaller and smaller as you start to settle into your body, as you start to find that nice, delicious reset this morning. And we'll take a few more moments here to continue to allow ourselves to surrender into those yawns. And very, very slowly, we'll start to come back to a non-yawning position. And if you still yawn a few times as we're coming back together, that's okay. Seeing if you can make those yawns a bit smaller, a bit shorter. And from here, we're going to move into a technique called box breathing. And box breathing is very simple. And if possible, we're going to inhale and exhale through the nose the entire time during this exercise. And we're going to create a little box with our breath. So in just a moment, I'll guide us all to start. I'll finish the explanation first, so you can finish getting out any of those little yawns that are still coming. And we're going to inhale through our nose for a count of 4. We're going to gently hold our breath for a count of 4. And we're going to exhale for a count of 4. And then once again, hold our breath for a count of 4 before starting and completing that box one more time, a few more times. So before we begin, we're going to do a gentle nose clearing exercise, just in case if any of you are suffering from a stuffy nose from your sleep last night or allergies this spring. So what I'm going to have you do is we're going to take a nice deep inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose. One more time, inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose. And then we're going to hold our breath, and we're going to take our pointer and thumb finger, gently pinch your nose. And holding your breath, you're going to just gently start to shake your head a little bit. And releasing your nose. We're going to take a few deep inhales together. Hopefully you've already noticed a little bit more clearing in the nose space, but we're going to do that one more time just in case. So taking a few deep breaths first. And one more time, inhaling deeply, exhaling through the nose, inhaling deeply through the nose, exhaling once again through the nose, and then holding your breath after that exhale. We're once again going to gently pinch your nostrils and shake your head a little bit. And slowly releasing your fingers, coming back to stillness, taking a moment in case if you got a little bit dizzy. We're just going to take a couple deep breaths in and out through the nose. Really enjoy that extra openness we just granted ourselves. Great. And then from here, preparing for our box breathing exercise, we're going to place one hand on our chest and one hand on our belly. That is optional. If you feel more comfortable keeping your hands on your thighs, you are welcome to. And for this exercise, I invite you to close your eyes if you feel safe in your body doing so. And we'll take one deep breath together to prepare, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose. And then we'll inhale for a count of 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath. 3, 2, 1. Out through the nose. 3, 2, 1. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 3, 2, 1. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 3, 2, 1. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 3, 2, 1. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 3, 2, 1. hold, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 3, 2, 1. I invite you to continue at this rhythm, at this pace, unguided by me for the next minute or so. I'll let you know when it's time to stop. And if that pace felt a bit tough or if it felt a bit comfortable, I also invite you to either slightly slow down or speed the cadence up, but always keeping that same ratio. And finishing, completing whatever box you're on, wherever you are at. And once you've completed your last breath hold after that exhale, just gently and slowly allow your breath to come back to a normal pace. And as your breath starts to come back to a normal pace, just taking a gentle moment to once again bring your awareness back to the breath, not guiding it, and just noticing where your breath is most present in your body now. Taking a few moments to notice how your breath feels after those few exercises versus how it felt at the start of this session. Perhaps the breath is living in a different part of your body now. Perhaps it's a bit more full or maybe a bit more calm. And once again, bringing that non-judgmental observer's mind filled with curiosity to our breath. And when you're ready, if you close your eyes, we'll gently blink our eyes back open. You can release your hands back to your thighs if you still had them on your heart space and belly. So hopefully you're feeling a bit more calm, a bit more centered. I would like to finish this session with a very short and quick breathwork exercise that I like to call the espresso shot of the breath world. So just in case if you maybe are feeling too calm and relaxed, you can now bring some energy in before you step into your Mondays. So it's a very simple breathwork technique, and it's going to involve taking 3 short inhalations followed by a passive exhale. So we're doing the work on the inhales, and then we're just going to let the exhale happen, and it's going to look something like this. Now you notice I'm exhaling through the mouth, so it'll be 3 in through the nose, one out through the mouth. And just a word of caution, every now and then you might get a little dizzy or lightheaded during this exercise, so you are welcome to stop whenever. And knowing that, just make sure that you are not driving and that you don't necessarily have anything behind you, just in case. And we're just going to do this for a very short 1 minute. So whenever you're ready, finding a nice, tall, and comfortable seated position if you've lost your posture. And we'll take one round breath to prepare, and then we'll move into that 3 short inhales and then a passive exhale through the mouth. So inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose. And then when we're ready, in, out, 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 in, out. And for the last time, just slowly and softly allow your breath to come back to whatever pace it wants to come back to. Maybe even for the final time, closing your eyes and taking a gentle moment to notice how that breathwork exercise made you feel. Noticing how your breath responded. Noticing where it's currently living in your body and what it looks like. And gently blinking your eyes open if you allowed them to fall heavy. I just want to extend a huge nod of gratitude to all of you for joining me this morning. It really was a pleasure to begin your week with you. And hopefully, maybe I'll see some of you in the rainforest in just about a month. So thank you all. Enjoy the rest of your week.